What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Breakpoint Breakdown. This is our Wimbledon daily roundup for day 6 at Wimbledon. We are already midway through the tournament, and yes, Chase is back today. So woohoo for that.
For sure.
And we are excited to get into it.
Hmm.
Play ended really early today. It was like the earliest
Yeah.
finish ever because everyone won so easily. There was only one match, I think, that went 5 sets. So nice day of play today.
For sure.
Not really too many upsets. There was one upset which we're going to talk about.
Wait.
But yeah, it was a great day. You have anything to add before we get into it?
Not really. I mean, the upset we can talk about for sure and go into depth on what made it an upset and what we thought was like going to happen with Mensik and everybody else. But yeah.
Okay. Let's start with the 24-time Grand Slam champion, Djokovic. Incredibly impressive today against Kecmanovic, 3-0-4. And he served well, hit his forehand, backhand, everything well. It was his 100th Wimbledon win. So he won his 100th title in Geneva. Then he won his 100th match at Roland Garros. And now he's won his 100th match at Wimbledon. So he's breaking all these centurion marks, you can say. But yeah, Novak.
Yeah, I mean, especially this late in his career, I feel like he's playing with like it's like a lot of confidence because he knows his like presence on the court. I feel like it's kind of fear mongers a lot of opponents, especially lower ranked players like Kecmanovic, like he played today. They get scared when they play him, so he gives them free reign to do what he wants. I feel like especially on grass too, when his most aggressive game comes out, especially with the spot serving, setting up points and everything. So yeah, I mean, we're seeing a strong version of Novak, and he could definitely put up a fight for center if he has to play him. Count semifinals, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like whenever Djokovic plays like his fellow Serbians, especially the younger Serbians, they've always kind of looked up to him, and I feel like they kind of just respect him too much. And we know that when you play these big guys, you can't respect them when you go up them. So I think we have to factor that as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, yeah, like all the guys that have beaten them, like Nick Kyrgios, like all these lower ranked players, like Lucas Rosal, all these guys, they don't respect them. You have to consider them as a player and not consider like all the other stuff that they've done outside of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be thinking about that if you go up against them. But Novak looked really good. He probably will make the semifinals with the way he's playing. Let's get to that upset that we alluded to earlier, though. Cobolli upsets Mensik, and not only does he beat him, but it's also the way he beat him in straight sets, 2-4-2.
Yeah.
This is a shocking result.
Yeah, especially for Mensik serving on grass. I mean, Cobolli must have had a very, very good couple of return games. Like you said, I mean, Mensik was winning like 58%. He was hitting 58% of his first serve, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like winning 38%.
38% on second
serve point. This kind of exposes him as a semi-serve bot with a big first serve. I mean, you can't. The way I see it, if he gets a better ground game against players like Cobolli who don't play without confidence, he plays full confidence. I mean, if you play a player like him, you have to have the ground game to back it up if you can't serve through him. That's Mensik's problem. I mean, Cobolli has that rounded game, I feel like, for sure. We'll definitely see more of him in the future as well. I mean, he's still like only 23. He's super young. The way I see it, it's kind of like Musetti, except he doesn't have like the level of like in slams that we want to see. But I feel like he'll definitely get there for sure.
Yeah. So Mensik actually did hit 38 unforced errors. So that's a bit of a problem. Can't be doing that well. Yeah, we mentioned Cobolli's return was really good. Cobolli was more in attack as well than Mensik, which is kind of surprising because you would think Mensik's serve would set up a great +1 for him.
Oh, yeah.
But Cobolli 30% in attack to Mensik's 27%. So I guess maybe Cobolli does have a good serve to set up a +1 for him. But yeah. One thing I want to mention about Cobolli, though, before we move on, Cobolli started this year on an 8-match losing streak, and it didn't really turn around for him until the clay. And Chase, we talked about this kind of offline. You watched Cobolli play Baez in a final on clay in Romania. What do you remember about that?
Not match. I remember more so his relentlessness in like certain pressure situations. Like in their tiebreak, they were just going back to back to back, just trading points the entire time. Cobolli doesn't let his momentum get killed the way I see it. He always like even after he'll lose a point, he'll just move on. He gets stone faced, and as soon as he wins a point, it's like, oh come on, like let's go. Like the way I see his mental is very very strong. I feel like if he keeps that same mental and that same firepower that he has now, I feel like he could definitely go far with that for sure. I feel like that's what led him to beat Baez as well for sure.
Yeah. Maybe he has that Italian stone cold face from
Yeah,
Yannick
from Giannis.
Sinner.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I wouldn't be surprised to be honest.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the guy Cobolli will play next. Marin Cilic, his resurgence continues. He took
Yeah.
out Munar today in 4 sets. He backs up the win over Jack Draper, and he continues his impressive form at 36 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me, Cilic, with the way he hit his forehand versus Draper, if he's on when he plays Cobolli, their forehand rallies are going to be like the best that we've seen in the entire tournament by far. I mean, the guy can pound forehands like nobody else, and he can still serve like crazy too, which is insane. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a hard battle for Cobolli, but I feel like he could pull out with the win. For me, it's like 60-40 Cobolli, but we'll have to see if Cilic can pull through with his fitness.
Yeah. Get this, Cilic is back in the round of 16 at Wimbledon for the first time in 8 years. He made the final in 2017 that year. He had blisters and he lost to Federer, but that was a great run for Cilic. And something we also forgot to mention for Cilic when he beat Draper, he had 2 knee operations in 2023 and 2024, and he came back from that when a lot of us thought that his career was basically done.
Yeah, that's insane for him. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for the guy. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. It's great to see Cilic because he's such a nice man as well.
Oh,
And
yeah, he's a class act. Yeah.
yeah, and he's got a family as well. He's got like 3 kids, and it was a really nice moment after he beat Draper to see that.
Oh, yeah, for
Uh,
sure.
yeah, so great for Marin Cilic. We love that. By the way, I talked about this yesterday about Ben Shelton because when you were last on, we talked about how he suspended his match right before he was supposed to serve for it. Did you see the 70-second hold he had?
The 70 what?
He only needed 70 seconds to come back into
Oh,
the
yeah,
match.
yeah.
Do you want to talk about that? Because I talked about it yesterday. Do you want to give your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, it was only 1 minute. I mean, like,
I mean, it was
that
just a
guy,
stupid decision to suspend it then, right?
that guys, come on. The guy is known for serving. I mean, what are we doing? He's known for serving and he's a lefty on grass. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't make it up. It's kind of really stupid rule, but I mean, Shelton just proved that the rule is really very dumb. To be honest with you, if there's certain leeway they can give, and they should just give the leeway to the players. I mean, one game isn't going to hurt anybody when you have somebody that can serve like 150 on a hard court and they're going to grass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's talk about his match today because he was back today. He
yeah,
took out Fucsovics today in straight sets on court one, and now he is one of 3 players, along with Cobolli and Sinner, to have not lost a set yet in this tournament. Fucsovic was super exhausted today because he won back-to-back 5-setters, and
yeah.
he's in his 30s as well, so he's not young. And Shelton definitely took advantage of that.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, Shelton can bomb serves, and if he's feeling it physically, his reaction time isn't going to be there. So Shelton can just serve through him. Then yeah, I mean that's what's going to happen. I mean, it's kind of expected to be honest. I mean, if Shelton can keep up his serving throughout the entire tournament, I feel like he'll be a weapon for sure in later rounds.
Yeah, I agree. And he could play Sinner in a potential quarterfinal.
Yeah, them in a quarterfinal would be crazy because Sinner's return has been really good on grass so far from what I've seen. It's been super aggressive.
Yeah. Sinner's been great on the grass. All right, let's get to this match. This was the only 5-set match that we had today, and it was a 5th-set tiebreak. Sonego takes out Nakashima in the longest match of the tournament thus far. Chase, it was 5 hours on the dot. That's a crazy long match for a grass court.
Yeah, for grass, it's insane.
It was a fabulous match. Sonego, though, was great in the tiebreaks.
Yeah, I mean, this goes to show we said that match could go both ways as well. I mean, the way I see it, Sonego and Nakashima are both consistent draw players. They'll get pretty far in the Grand Slam. So, I mean, yeah, it's a good win for Sonego, but it's also a hit to his fitness when come later rounds you're going to be playing top-seeded players. I mean, it's going to hurt for sure going by.
But let me just say this scoreline, because how about this? 6-7, 7-6, 7-6, 3-6, 7-6.
Yeah, it's wild, dude.
Yeah. Both guys serving well in that match. It's great for Sonego. So Shelton will play Sonego in the 4th round. They played in the Australian Open quarters. They played in the French Open, the 1st round, and now they're playing here at Wimbledon. So they're playing for the 3rd major in a row.
It's a fun matchup.
Yeah.
It's a fun matchup. I mean, I see Shelton winning it because Sonego's backhand isn't that strong, to be honest with you. I saw it on clay, it's not his best weapon. So,
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is.
I feel like if Shelton can go forehand and backhand the whole match and serve +1 through the backhand, I mean, he's going to destroy Sonego on grass, especially.
Yeah, I'm thinking like Shelton in four right now because
Yeah,
Sonego's coming off of this long match as well. That you have to
yeah,
consider. Shelton, we talked about he hasn't dropped a set yet. He's feeling fresh. He's got that young exuberance with him.
for
Big
sure.
serve, lefty forehand. I think it's gonna overpower
Oh
Sonego, to
yeah,
be honest.
yeah, Shelton in 4 for sure, no doubt.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about Alex de Minaur now. He took out Holmgren. We talked about Holmgren a couple days ago. He was a great story. He took out Mahach, but it's ends for him here today in straight sets 4-6-3 for the Demon. Chase Demon, we talked about it when we were doing our roundups at Roland Garros. He talked about having burnout there and how he was kind of just struggling with the schedule and everything.
Yeah,
It seems like he's overcome it here.
yeah. No, at the start of the tournament, he made it. It was a there was a public statement from him. It was like something like around that lines of I've never felt like so good in a while, like coming into a tournament. So I mean, it's really showing now. I mean, it's only dropped 1 set the entire tournament. It
Yeah.
was versus a player that used to be at a very high level. So I mean, we could see more of Alex de Minaur come the quarterfinals when he has to play Novak. He could put up a fight. Who knows?
Yeah. Um, yeah, so he's got the rematch with Novak. It's going to be on Monday, and it's a little bit of poetic justice. And I'm going to set the stage for what happened last year. Last year, they were supposed to play in the quarterfinals. Novak won his match. De Minaur was playing Feast in a fourth round match, and on match point, he went for a stretch volley and injured his hip. He ended up winning that point and winning that. But I will never forget the look he had in his eye after he won that match. He wins that match, shakes Feast's hand, and then goes around to his bench and just looks at his team like it's over for him. Like this injury is just gonna be
It's a
terrible.
hit. Yeah.
I will not forget that look he had in his eye, and he could not play that match against Novak. And I remember watching his press conference. I mean, he was almost in tears when he was announcing that he couldn't play Djokovic. It was supposed to be the biggest match of his life, and he's gonna get that rematch now. And I feel so happy for him that he's gonna get this chance now. Uh, I like Novak's just playing too well right now, so I'm gonna have to take Djokovic, but I just love that Demonor is gonna get this chance.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like he's gonna come in with a burning passion for sure. I mean, a player like him, he gets amped up. So yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what he does against Novak. I mean, if he can use his speed against Novak's offense, maybe he could get like 1 or 2 sets. But in the end, I still don't see him beating Novak unless he plays out of his mind, which he could. Again, we've seen him play crazy, so we'll see.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the world number one, Yannick Sinner. He continues to be imperious. He took out Pedro Martinez today, 1-3-1. Uh, I have also he's the only player I believe remaining in the tournament that hasn't dropped serve yet. He has not dropped serve at all yet.
Roland Garros
Um,
2.0.
but how about this stat? You ready for this stat? He's dropped 17 games to get to the round of 16, which is the lowest amount of games dropped en route to a round of 16 match in the open era. That is excluding withdrawals and retirements, but that is a crazy stat.
Yeah, I mean, it's classic Yannick. I mean, he's your ideal world number one. He won't lose to any players ranked lower than him or outside of the top five. To be honest with you, I mean, that's kind of expected from the level that he showed at Roland Garros too with his serve. I mean, everybody knows his spot serving is elite. I mean, as much as people don't like to talk about it, aside from the Roland Garros final, his spot serving has been elite for
Yeah.
the entirety of both tournaments. And I feel like we're going to see another Roland Garros situation. Well, where it's gonna get tight with matches like versus Djokovic and Alcaraz per se. But I feel like it's still going to be Yannick as the number one with the advantage over all these other players. I mean, the level he plays a linear level of consistency at a high level, which is kind of expected, which is why I think he wins all these matches with such ease throughout the whole tournament. I mean, it's discipline, it really is.
Yeah, I think you said it well. Sinner is the epitome of a world number one.
Yeah,
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 he doesn't lose to guys ranked below him. He struggled with one guy, and that's Carlos Alcaraz.
yeah,
Everyone struggles with Carlos.
yeah. It's a generational
Um,
talent. Yeah,
yeah. Uh, Sinner moving on. We're just losing words for what to say with him,
yeah. I
honestly.
mean, it's kind of expected now. It's gonna
Yeah.
day in day out. Yeah.
All right, let's get to the last result. This is who Sinner will take on in the next round. He will take on Grigor Dimitrov, who's seeded 19 here. He takes out Sebastian Offner. Offner took out Tommy Paul in the last round. Straight sets 3-4-6. Dimitrov is looking good again because he had injuries earlier in the year.
Yeah, I mean, for Dimitrov, the situation in the game plan versus Yannick is to take Yannick's backhand out of the game, I feel like Dimitrov's going to end up slicing a lot.
Yeah, he's gonna need to use the slice,
Oh yeah,
bring in some more variety, kind of
yeah,
like
he's gonna
what
have to
Carlos
utilize.
does.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have to utilize the slice 100%, especially in forehand to forehand rallies. I feel like he can take Sinner up to a certain level. Like yeah, so. I feel like if he can use that slice to switch up the court entirely, then it will add much more variety to his game, especially with the serve too. He has very good spot serving
He
as
has a very
well.
good serve +1.
Oh yeah, he's very good serve +1. So I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when he plays Yannick. It'll be a good match. I hope he can bring the level that Yannick plays, but we'll see.
Yeah. Looking forward to that one. Those are my two favorite players, Sinner and
Yeah,
Dimitrov. So I'm excited for that match.
for sure.
But Dimitrov in his press conference, he was asked about the injuries because he's retired so much this year. It's been unfortunate to see, but he said he is feeling good in the press conference, which we like to hear. He said he is pain free for the moment, so that is good. And I would probably say grass is probably Dimitrov's best surface
Yeah.
to beat Sinner on.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Sinner, like I said, Sinner's game kind of meshes with grass, but at the same time, I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but
Dimitrov is a very
I feel
elusive
like
player.
grass is Dimitrov's best surface.
Oh yeah, yeah. Dimitrov is a very elusive player on grass, especially with the slice +1. He's your ideal grass type of player. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll talk more about those big matches tomorrow, but let's get to the matches that are happening tomorrow. Um, First up, we got Hachinov taking on Mychak. So this is a bit of a random matchup that we've got here, but Hachinov should get through.
Yeah, Hachinov should win this. Yeah. It's kind
Yeah,
of
he played a five setter though. He's played actually back to back five setters, but I'm not worried about his fitness.
I'm not either, to be honest, dude. His fitness has been crazy for these past like 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a very fit player. It is a chance for my check. I don't know much about this guy. I know he's Polish, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can take advantage of Hachinov's long matches, I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not
That,
sure how he plays either.
yeah, if you
But
can
yeah,
draw it along, yeah.
yeah, this is a dream chance for Hachinov to make another Slam quarterfinal.
For sure. I feel like he'll make it as well. He'll end up making it,
Yeah,
yeah.
he should. Jari takes on Nori. This is an interesting one. Jari, by the way, I didn't get your thoughts. What were your just quick thoughts on Jari taking out Fonseca yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's kind of Fonseca's, like I said, Fonseca's height is huge, but also he's still a super young player, especially with how inconsistent his flat game is. Like I said, when his flat game is on, I mean, it's impossible to beat. But like I said, Jari's kind of a seasoned player, seasoned veteran,
Yeah,
especially with his serve too. I mean, the guy can serve you off the court. So
yeah, big serving, big forehand, big backhand.
yeah, I mean, for me, it wasn't a crazy upset, but I feel like Fonseca could have played much better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, no, certainly it did feel like Fonseca was more of like a boy and Jari was the man.
exactly. Yeah,
And
that's kind
Fonseca
of
did, I think he did struggle physically a little bit as well. I think he had cramps, so that might have been something that he struggled with. But yeah, you like Jari or Nori?
I like Jari just due to simply, like you said, big ball, big player. I mean, Nori. Everybody knows Nori plays rally ball off his forehand, and if Jari can take advantage of that off the backhand side, then he's going to be perfectly fine. Especially serving to Nori's backhand too. I mean, Nori's a lefty. You can serve out wide to his backhand. I mean, the +1 is going to be very strong if Jari does end up using it.
Okay. Yeah, I like that pick. I'm gonna take Nori though. Nori's made the semis of Wimbledon before. He knows how to play on the grass. Uh, he's gonna have the crowd with him as well. It's on court one. I've noticed that Nori really likes playing on court one as well. He always wins when he plays there. So I like Nori there. I think he'll be able to neutralize Jari. That's what Nori does. He just neutralizes guys that can hit big. So I'm gonna take Nori there, but I wouldn't be surprised if Jari wins that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. It could go either way. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Taylor Fritz takes on Jordan Thompson. Chase Thompson was injured coming in and was actually going to pull out before the first round. He was down 2-0 there, but he got through. Great effort from the Aussie. And Taylor Fritz has been playing five setter, four setter. We
Yeah.
talked about it. Look, his fitness isn't that bad. It's pretty good. It's more his movement isn't good.
Lateral.
And he
Yeah.
hasn't really been playing physical matches because it's just been big
It's just
serving kind
good
of
+1.
mostly.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm kind of thinking Fritz and four here.
I'm thinking Fritz in 4 or 3 as well because the momentum that he's going to have. He's been on court for a while now. He knows how to play on these courts. I mean, he's adjusted to grass. Grass is his best surface by far. He wins all of his titles here. So yeah, I mean, against a player like Thompson too, I don't think Thompson will be able to put up against Fritz's tactics on grass. Like, yeah, I just have Fritz in 3 or 4. It's kind of something that you would know if you watch tennis like actively.
Yeah, Thompson did beat Fritz actually last year on the grass though, so that's something just to consider. But
That's to consider, yeah.
yeah, I like Fritz here. And then the final one, I think it's the match of the day. Rublev takes on Alcaraz. The head-to-head is 2-1 Alcaraz. They've only played 3 times, which is kind of strange because Rublev was a mainstay in the top 10 for like 3 or 4 years, kind of when Alcaraz was coming up. But Rublev is looking really good again. He's going to return to the top 10 after this week, no matter what, because of all those upsets. What are you thinking here?
I'm thinking Rublev plays sort of like Yannick in the way that they both play on the rise sort of balls, sort of semi-flat games. I feel like Rublev can hit forehand to forehand with Alcaraz to an extent. I feel like if they go forehand to forehand like Alcaraz usually does against all these players, I feel like Alcaraz can definitely pound through Rublev, but it's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy. Rublev is a consistent top 10 player. He's a consistent rally ball player as well. I mean, I don't like both of their backhands that much either, to be honest with you. I don't think Alcaraz has the best backhand ever. Neither does Rublev. His backhand is consistent, but it's not his main weapon. I feel like his serve is sliced out wide specifically on
Rublev's got a
grass.
pretty underrated serve.
He has a pretty sneaky serve, yeah. So I mean, his sliced out wide on grass off the deuce side is going to come in handy for sure against Alcaraz. But I also feel like Alcaraz, fitness wise and movement wise, will be able to outplay Rublev. They both play on the line type of rallies on the rise. I feel like Alcaraz can outmaneuver Rublev for sure.
Yeah, I think backhand to backhand, I think the difference between them is that Alcaraz does have the slice. He's got more variety on his
Oh yeah,
backhand. I think
yeah,
that's what makes the difference on the backhands. Forehand to forehand, look, again, Alcaraz does have more variety on his forehand. He can mix up the spins more. Rublev is kind of just the same, like just hit flat super hard through the
yeah,
court. I think I might like Rublev's forehand just pound for pound a little bit better against Alcaraz, but
yeah.
Alcaraz has more variety. So that's something interesting. The serving will be important for Rublev. He's going to have to serve
Okay.
well. Um, I think this is going to be a tight four setter, but I'm going to give the edge to Alcaraz.
I feel like it could go 4 or 5 for sure. It's definitely going to be tight in all of the sets regardless. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that match for sure.
Yeah, you like Alcaraz?
Yeah, I like Alcaraz as well. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. So that is all we've got for today. Thank you for joining us. And yeah.
I got you. Thank you all for continued support. Our handles on our platforms, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok is Breakpoint Breakdown 1. Follow that if you want to get continued for updates. Again, thank you guys all so much for your support. We do this for ourselves and the community of tennis. For all of you that enjoy, we really appreciate it. And yeah, we will see you in the next one.